Yo, what is up, guys? This is James Carter TV, and I'm back. We did quarterbacks, we did running backs, we did wide receivers. So let's move on to the top 5 offenses in the NFL. But before I begin, like I said, we did all of those, so click my videos up there, find those, watch those, and enjoy those. And also subscribe to my channel while you're there. I mean, you might as well. I mean, if you're watching on my videos, you might as well just click the subscribe button, subscribe to my channel, help me out. And thank you very much for that ahead of time. So, it's an offensive league. We all know offenses rule the NFL nowadays. But who are the elite offense? Who are the best of the best offenses in the league? Well, let's get into it. Number 5. Oh, an honorable mention, by the way, the Detroit Lions. They barely missed out on this league just because an offense is more than just your quarterback and your starting wide receiver. They're very weak on the O-line, and they're very weak on their running backs. So just for that reason, they miss out on this list. Sorry, Detroit Lions fans. Sorry, Kuda Charamba, if you're watching this. Which he's not, because he's too busy going to church. But you ain't on this list. So let's start with number 5. The Super Bowl champions, New York Giants. Come on. You still got Eli Manning. You still got Ahmad Bradshaw, who's going to be getting most of the carries, mind you. And you still have Hakeem Nicks and Victor Cruz. 2 deadly wide receivers in the NFL. Victor Cruz, who came onto the scene last year, got 1,500 yards or something like that. Receiving, and Hakeem Nicks, who has been the Giants' #1 wide receiver for the last 2 years now. We already know what we're going to get from these two, and we already know what we're going to get from Eli Manning. So, will they win the Super Bowl? Probably not, but their offense is one of the best in the league. They can put points up on the board, and that's why they made it to the Super Bowl. They had the worst running game last year, but so you may be saying, oh, well, why are they here? They had the worst running game. Well, Ahmad Bradshaw was injured, and they don't run the ball much at all. So for those reasons, that's why they were really bad at the running game. But Ahmad Bradshaw is still probably one of the top 20 running backs in the league, something like that. So, he's still a good running back to have. So I'm not going to say that their running backs are bad now that they lost Brandon Jacobs. So, for that reason, my number 5 team is the New York Giants. Number 4, the Philadelphia Eagles. Come on, they're stacked. Michael Vick at the quarterback. LaShawn McCoy, Mr. Yards per carry at running back. Jeremy Maclin and Deshaun Jackson at wide receiver. Jeremy Maclin, I'm predicting to have a breakout year. If you're in fantasy football, make sure you draft him, because Jeremy Maclin will do big things, ladies and gentlemen, this year. They're going to give him more of the load. Deshaun Jackson will still be there. I'm not discounting him, but it's time for Jeremy Maclin to break out this year and be a huge supplier to the Eagles offense to help this team do better than what they did last year, because we're expecting big things from the Philadelphia Eagles, things that they weren't able to do last year, but we expected them to do last year. Hopefully this year they get it right, or Andy Reid will be out the door and they got to go head coach hunting. So, my number 4 is the Philadelphia Eagles. Who's number 3? It's the New Orleans Saints. Come on. I know they got all this bounty shit going on. They lost their head coach in Sean Payton, but you still got Drew Brees, who is currently the NFL record holder for most passing yards in an NFL season. They still got Darren Sproles at running back, followed by Pierre Thomas and Mark Ingram, and hell, even Chris Ivory. Now, they need to trade running those running backs, because I don't know why they have 4 good running backs. But, come on, that running back is... You can try to get Sproles, but then you have to worry about Mark Ingram, who will pound and ground you, and then you got to worry about Pierre Thomas, who has a little bit more speed to him, and they got to worry about Chris Ivory, who has all speed to him. So it's a lot to worry about whenever you're trying to defend the Saints running backs. The wide receivers are a little weak now. They lost Robert Meacham in free agency to the San Diego Chargers, but they still have Devery Henderson, who hopefully will break out for them and become a legitimate number 2 option. But number 1, you still got Marcus Colston, who can still pick you apart, just like how he did the Detroit Lions in the playoffs last year. You may say, well, Drew Brees makes him. Marcus Colston gets open, man. Trust me, I know this. When the Saints beat the Titans last year, I know this for a fact. Marcus Colston is big time, and I expect even bigger things from him this year. Alright, number 2 on my top 5 offenses. We already know who it's going to be. Is it going to be the Packers or is it going to be the Patriots? Number 2 is going to be the Green Bay Packers. Only for this reason that the Patriots just have too much. But let's just talk about the Packers for a second. Come on, you got Aaron Rodgers, and the wide receivers, you got Greg Jennings, you got Jordy Nelson, you got Jermichael Finley at tight end. There's just so much options for him, but their running game is weak. They were forced to basically get Cedric Benson, whom nobody wanted. They got Cedric Benson. Don't overrate this move. I'll be surprised if Cedric Benson even makes the team, because there's a reason, ladies and gentlemen, no one wanted him. There's a reason for all that. Alright, it's not just like, oh, every team didn't want Cedric Benson. They're idiots. No, there is a reason. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So, I don't think Cedric Benson will do much. I think James Starks will do more for them ultimately than Cedric Benson will. But the running game does look kind of better than it did last year. They got Jeff Saturday in free agency, which is really going to help them out. He's going to bring a very good veteran presence to that offensive line that they really need. So, Packers going to be number 2. But number 1 is the New England Patriots. Come on. Should I say the names? You know I will. Tom Brady at quarterback. Wide receivers, because we're going to skip the running backs because they ain't got shit. Wide receivers, Brandon Lloyd. You got Wes Welker. You got your tight ends, Rob Gronkowski and Aaron Hernandez. And even at the back end of their wide receivers, they got Jabbar Gaffney. Hell, they even have Dante, fuck your mom, Starworth. They are filled on offense. So many people that you have to worry about. Now, some of these players may get cut, like Dante Stallworth and maybe Jabbar Gaffney, but they still have a lot of weapons on offense. Tom Brady is still their quarterback. He is not aging. He had the best year of his career last year, and the year before that, he had the best year of his career last year. So I'm expecting another career year this year for Tom Brady, and it'll be the same for the New England Patriots. And that's the end of this video. So comment down below your top 5. I want to hear what you have to say. So just tell me, and I'll suck in all that information and whatever. And if you want to comment down whatever criticism of me, that's fine too. I'm James Carter TV though, and I'm out. Yeah, I'm going this way, because there's a wall right here. Comment down below, subscribe, like, share, favorite, suck, whatever you want to do. And I'm out. Peace.